So you take your model, the first thing you want to do is you only need the bottom. So we're going to cut it just so we have the part that we need that you want to make your stand out of. Sometimes you can take the file into Tinkercad, but this file is too complex, so it won't load. So I tried it with just this cut like this, and it wouldn't load into Tinkercad. It was still too complex. So after we make this cut, we are going to make another cut, and then we will import that into Tinkercad. You can keep both pieces, you can discard the other piece, it doesn't matter. That's up to you. I'm going to not discard it because I'm going to undo it when we come back so I can use it again. So that's about how big we want the stand. So we're going to cut this again just to have this little sliver of an outline so we can have the profile. So after that, you take this piece here and you'll right click and you'll export as one STL. I just fixed the model in case there was any non-manifold edges or anything. You don't necessarily have to do that. But here this will right click, export as STL, save it. And after that's exported out, we can go to Tinkercad, load up a new session. All right, so here's our profile piece. So this is what we're going to use as our template to get our shape. So we're just going to drag a block onto here. Just size the block to how big you want it. I'm just making it smaller here so I can see that the outline is going through both pieces. Here I'm just aligning it to center the part so I know that it's even. So now we'll make the block a little bigger. But we want to make sure that the block doesn't stick up further past the profile edge, because when we cut it, we need a complete cut line. So get it to where you want it. I like taking the snap to like 0.1 millimeter, so when I move stuff it doesn't snap as far. So I'm just adjusting it so I can see our profile edge through both pieces. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make that profile edge a hole. Select it, select hole, select both pieces, group them, and then I paused it here because it's going to take a little while. As you can see, that red outline is still poking up, but you can do things in Tinkercad. That means it's still processing. So that's what it looks like when it's done. We are completely cut through everywhere. So we'll take this now. It's one piece. You really can't separate it here, so we'll separate it in Bambu Studio. So we'll just export this out as an STL. Once it's saved, we'll go back into Bambu Studio. All right, so I'm going to just undo this till my model is back to one piece before I cut it. Okay. So this was our first cut. We're just go out of this. So there's our model. This was an old piece. We're going to delete, and then we'll bring the new piece in. You can just grab it and drag it to the window. So this is still one piece. So in objects, you can see that it's just one piece. So we will right click on it, split it to objects, and then you'll see we have two pieces. You can select this, delete it, and now we will look to see how thick we want it. So here we'll click on the model, hit scale, and we see that it's 30 millimeters in the Z. We'll highlight that, and then we'll click the part and it'll automatically size. Make sure you have uniform scale unchecked. This, we're going to measure this thickness of that little lip. So you can go up here on the inspect ruler up here, click that surface, click the bottom surface, and you can see that it's 2 millimeters. So we're going to add 2 millimeters to our Z depth on this. So we'll go back into scale, make sure that's off. We'll make that 32. And then we will move it under our model here. I'll change the color so we can see it. You can just click the model and hit the number key that you want. We'll just change it to blue. And then line it up, and you see that fits.